You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Young and the Restless fans, I've got your 2-week spoilers for September 29th through October 10th. Looks like Sally is lying and Adam is very worried. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following us, please reach down, click that subscribe button. Let's get right into it. On Monday, September 29th, we've got Billy going over to see Jack and telling him that he's reconsidered about Abbott because Sally made him see the light, that he should forget about Chancellor, forget about revenge, focus on Abbott. So Billy has his hand out and is asking Jack to fund the company again. But he thinks Billy is going to change his mind and can't be trusted. So he tells him, nope, checkbook is closed. Jack later is on a video call to Jill. He wants her to come to Genoa City, deal with Billy, deal with Cane. He's going to catch her up on what her fake son and real son are doing and the chaos that it is causing in town. Jill is upset that Billy is still icing her out, but Jack also reminds her that she has been way too forgiving where Cane is concerned. Jack again pushes Jill, get on a plane, get here, deal with your boys. Victor gets a visit from Jack about working together to destroy Cane. So Victor definitely thinks between the two of them, the Newmans and the Abbotts, they can take Cane down. And Victor says the truce with Jack is a bigger deal than it is. He isn't going to stick to it. This is only temporary, just until Cane is dealt with. But Nikki tells Victor she doesn't want him to make it short term. She doesn't want to see him stabbing Jack in the back. And that just makes Victor mad and probably way more likely to turn on Jack than he was before. So Nikki and Victor talk to Nick and Victoria, and they fill him in about Jack and Victor making a truce. Victor says he did underestimate Cane. He didn't cave to the blackmail. But at the same time, he actually doesn't think Cane is going to come after them with the AI, but they need to take him down just to make sure. Nick and Victoria talk at the coffee shop later, and they wonder if Jill coming to town will actually make things worse and make Cane ramp up. Nick is also worried that Billy's going to freak out if he finds out Victor and Jack have made a truce. Plus, if Jill takes Cane's side, that's going to make Billy spiral out even more. And Nick tells Victoria that he and Sharon are going to go to LA for a few weeks to see their son Noah, who is opening up a new club out there and wants his parents there. Nikki is also concerned that Jill coming to town may make things worse. Claire and Kyle talk, and Claire basically tells Kyle it's not you, it's me, and breaks up with him because she thinks they moved too fast and she was too naive and she wants to live a little more. She says she loves Kyle, but this is what's best for her. Claire leaves, sheds, 3 tears, and then calls Holden and says, hey, I'd like to go to LA with you, like we were talking about. Sally and Audra have a talk, and Sally's saying that Billy is going to get the funding back. Abbott is a go. Audra just wants her and Sally to find some business to do that doesn't involve Billy. She doesn't like him. She doesn't trust him, and she doesn't want to report to him. But then Billy shows up, and Sally can tell by the look on his face the money isn't happening, but he promises he'll find a way. On Tuesday, September 30th, Sally's keeping a secret from Billy. Sally's basically lying to him by omission. I mean, Billy's done a lot worse, but we also know he's got a hair-triggered temper. And this could be about Sally's upcoming video call with Jill. Nikki decides she needs to write Diane a reality check, and it might be something to do with this truce. And Tessa has to defend herself when Sharon is grilling her about her following Mariah to demand some answers. And of course, Daniel's ready to go along with her. And Sharon thinks she should give Mariah time, but Tessa thinks that getting answers is the only way to save Mariah and their marriage. Wednesday, October 1st, Michael is back to his old ways, and Lauren doesn't like it. She tells Nikki she can't deal with this anymore, even though she does really love Michael. And this, in turn, puts Nikki in a very hard spot, especially if she knows that Michael has been conspiring with Victor this whole time. Jack and Victor are talking about the plan to deal with Cane, and Victor is being difficult as usual and doesn't want to tell Jack about what the plan is. And it may be because he's also wanting to take Billy down at the same time. Thursday, October 2nd, Jill is back in Genoa City to deal with Billy and Cane, and I do wonder if she and Sally are going to be plotting and planning as well. Audra tries to get back with Nate. I doubt he will even give her a minute of his time. He is totally done with her, which sets the stage for what Audra does next. Lily and Amy find some common ground on Thursday, and then on Friday, October 3rd, we have got Victor and Jack launching their plan to deal with Cane. We also have Nick heading over to Newman Media this week to shock Chelsea and Adam. He's going to tell them, I'm sure, about Victor's alliance with Jack, and also that he and Sharon are going to LA for a while. Adam is going to be very worried about Jack and Victor both because he cares about both of them. And Adam's got to know that nothing good will come of this truce. Billy is struggling with a lot of negative feelings once he's back face to face with his mom, Jill. The week of October 6th through the 10th, we're going to see Billy struggling to heal and move on. He wants to keep his promises to Sally. He wants to be a better man. He doesn't want to be, so focused on this revenge stuff, but it is Billy, and I don't know if he can get past it. Plus, he's furious at Cane, and if Jill is enabling Cane as usual, that's going to be even more problematic. Sharon and Nick are soon setting out on an adventure to LA. We're going to have several other characters that are debuting, a cop and two other people. And these are GH alums, so I'm a GH watcher as well because I watch all the soaps. But I really like the actors that are coming. I hope you guys will like them as well. Claire is also in LA with Holden. I do wonder if their storyline is going to overlap with Noah's because Holden says something about selling off some properties. So I'm just curious if one of these has something to do with recently recast Noah Newman's business, his club business in LA. And of course, we're going to see Lucas Adams very soon. Sally is really struggling with Billy's antics. Kyle's going to be quite upset that Claire left town with Holden. I would expect Audra to be taunting Kyle about Claire, and I think Cane is going to manipulate Jill to see things his way. And Phyllis is desperate for Cane's attention, but Jill might advise Cane to chuck Red right out the door.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.